वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. Hello friends, welcome to season 3 of Sikh History Sakhi podcast. I am Harpreet Kaur, your host. Friends, have you ever reached a point in life where you felt completely helpless? A moment when no matter what you tried, the pain just wouldn't go away? Where all you wanted was for someone to understand, to hold your hand, and tell you that everything would be all right. The truth is, every one of us is carrying some burden. Some carry it in their bodies, some in their minds, and some quietly in their hearts. Which one are you? But today's Sakhi is about a man whose suffering went far beyond what most of us can imagine. Whenever I hear his story, it reminds me how much we take for granted in our lives. And yet, it also reminds us of something even more beautiful, that no matter how broken, forgotten, or rejected a person may feel, they are never beyond the reach of Guru Sahib's grace. Today's Sakhi is the story of Prema, a soul who had lost almost everything, but whose faith led him to the door of Guru Amar Das Ji. So keep listening. Now, there was a young boy named Prema born in Lahore. However, friends, even before he had a chance to experience the love of his parents, his mother passed away while giving birth to him. Soon after, his father and the rest of his family also left this world. One by one, every support in his life disappeared, and he was left completely alone. But his hardships did not end there. As a young boy with no one to take care of him, Prema became afflicted with leprosy. Friends, leprosy is a chronic infectious disease that damages the skin, nerves, and limbs, often leaving people physically disfigured and leading them to be feared and isolated from the society. Now, as his disease was spreading, as mentioned in Sri Suraj Prakash, Bekh Amangal Pikhit Gilan, Makhi Brind Sang Nittan, Gal mein bandyo mati basan, Thando hoye आए को पासना बैठियो किसर किसर कर चाले कर को दया टूकते काले. Meaning, Prema's condition became so severe that his fingers and toes fell off one after another. His body weakened to the point where he could no longer walk and had to crawl from one place to another. Blood oozed from his wounds, flies settled upon them, and the pain seemed endless. No one would come near him. He was so helpless that out of pity, someone tied an earthen pot around his neck, and people would place food in it from a distance for him to eat. Friends, imagine his situation, his life, but still he was living and not giving up. However, Almighty has his own ways of calling his beloved souls closer. As mentioned in Gurbani on Ang 469, Dukh daru sukh rog paya, ja sukh tam na hui. Meaning, suffering is the medicine and pleasure the disease, because where there is pleasure, there is no desire for God. Now, in Lahore, Prema started hearing about Guru Amar Das Ji's holy divinity and how merciful and benevolent he is. The more Prema heard about the compassion, grace, and spiritual greatness of Guru Amar Das Ji, the deeper his love became. It grew to a level that he would sing loudly, as mentioned in Sri Suraj Prakash. जब कब प्रेम हृदय अदकावे गया कचोटा लद्दे गावे. Meaning, in his love for Guru Amar Das ji, Prema would sing, Mera gaya kachota ladda, Mera gaya kachota ladda. Now, people would laugh at him, unable to understand what he sang. Some would give him food, but his mind was focused on his Guru. Prema believed that if there was any refuge left for him in this whole world, it was at the feet of Guru Amar Das ji. And with that one thought in his heart, he began his journey to Goindwal Sahib. Friends, just imagine this. A man whose fingers and toes had fallen off, whose body was covered in wounds, was dragging himself through dirt and dust towards Guru's city. What was carrying him forward? Certainly not his body. It was his mind, his faith, his love for Almighty. What's stopping you, my friends? Do what you have to do. My dear friends, when we look at Prema's life, our own complaints begin to feel much smaller, isn't it? We often focus on what is missing while forgetting the countless blessings already present in our lives. Gratitude does not come when everything is perfect. It comes when we learn to see Almighty's blessings even in our struggles. As mentioned in Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji on Ang 757. Je sukh deta tujhe aradi, dukh pi tujhe tyai. Meaning, if you bless me with happiness, I worship you, Almighty, and in suffering too, I meditate on you. At last, after dragging himself through pain, wounds, and countless hardships, he had finally arrived at Goindwal Sahib. Friends, imagine his joy in that moment. He placed his forehead on the ground, overwhelmed with gratitude and excitement. His heart must have been saying, Now I will finally have Guruji's darshan. However, that joy was short lived. Seeing his condition, few people stopped him from coming near Guruji, and he was told to remain outside unless and until Guruji himself calls him. Imagine the pain he must have felt. Yet, Prema refused to leave, as mentioned in Sri Suraj Prakash. एक जीवन अब नासो प्राण गुर के दर पर परो स्थान दृढ़ कर प्रेम थिरयो दर आगे सन्मुख बैठे नै थल त्यागे प्रेम विशाल गुरु में तरे मुखते नित गुर 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 करे कब कब गावे ऊंची तुनते आवत जात सिख सब सुनते. Meaning, Prema said, I would stay here only and not ever move from my Guru's door. I would die here, but never leave. I am finally near him at least. I would stay here only. His love was so much, my dear friends. Sometimes he wept, sometimes he laughed. Blaming his past karmas, he thought, Perhaps I am so unfortunate that I am standing at the doorstep of Almighty, yet remain deprived of it. The whole world is blessed with Guru Amar Das Ji's darshan, but such is my misfortune that even standing at his door, I cannot see him. Days passed, and in his love, day and night Prema remained outside, singing in love and longing for the Guru. He sang Gurbani or sung his favorite line, Mera gaya kachota ladda. Soon people started noticing him. They gave him food, but he did not move from his place. Eventually, the day arrived, and a Sikh noticed this leper sitting at Guruji's door, enduring unbearable pain, yet refusing to go anywhere else. Deeply moved, he went and told Guru Amar Das Ji everything about Prema. Tune in next Tuesday to know what happens next. I hope this brings some peace to your hearts. Thank you.